Tonight, I'm going to be showing you the very specific bedtime routine I do to fall asleep in less than 10 minutes. When I was younger, I would dread bedtime because I would lie awake for literally hours and hours trying to fall asleep. I couldn't fall asleep because I either had intrusive thoughts, worries, anxiety, or sometimes in general I was fine, but I just couldn't fall asleep. My parents were worried about me, so my doctor sent me to the hospital to get a sleep study. They hooked me up with wires all over my body and tubes all up in my nose, and it was miserable. I could do a whole story time about that incident if you guys want. Anyway, this past year I've been trying new techniques to fall asleep faster. And with these methods, I actually fall asleep in less than 10 minutes almost every night, which is crazy considering it used to take me hours. And I'm also going to be sharing some techniques that I learned to fall asleep really quickly while lying in bed. Okay, let's get started. So first things first, I get my screen time out of the way. Go through emails, text, Instagram, everything I need to do on my phone so I can just put it away for the night. If I have time and I'm in the mood, I like to get a hot shower. When I'm in the shower, I like to turn on a podcast or some music and just listen and let go of the day. I wash my body, my face, my hair if I need to, and then I get out and dry off and do my whole hygiene routine. I get done my entire hygiene routine right now just to get it over with, because the worst thing is to be falling asleep and then snap awake at the last second remembering, oh no, I forgot to brush my teeth, or I forgot to put in my retainer. So just get everything out of the way right now so you don't have to think about it later. Next, I take melatonin. There are melatonin supplements that you can take 30 minutes before bed to help you fall asleep faster. Note, this is not a sleeping drug. It's a supplement for something your body already produces. I take this about 45 minutes before bed, and oh my gosh, it helps me so much. I notice a huge difference from when I take it versus when I don't. If you do want to start taking melatonin, make sure to consult your doctor and/or parent. Next, I make sure to put on loose and comfy clothes. For the past 4 years, I've worn a sports bra every single night to sleep. I did not know that you weren't supposed to, and I felt uncomfortable not wearing one. But once I started not wearing it, I can't imagine falling asleep with the sports bra on anymore. It's so much more comfortable without it. I like warm environments because I run really cold, but your body has to decrease at least 5 degrees in order for you to fall unconscious. And guys, this is a fact. I'm not just making this stuff up. I did my research. If your house runs hot and your parents won't let you change the temperature, then put a box fan in your room and keep it on, or if you have a ceiling fan, then turn that on. Next, I like to make sure my sheets aren't hanging off the bed or twisted up, which they usually aren't because I usually make my bed every morning, but if I don't and they are messed up, I like to fix them. It's the worst when your blankets are all kicked around and you're just too lazy to move them, but then you're cold and it's just never right. So just get them perfectly slicked into your comfort. Next, I like to read at least one chapter of a book that I just started. I used to hate reading, but I actually really like doing it at night now because it makes me so tired. You could get an adult coloring book, a journal, you could knit, any relaxing activity that doesn't require any energy. I also like to list out everything I need to do in the morning. So I can just set this on the paper, put it aside, say, I'll look at that in the morning. I'm not gonna focus on all that right now because I tend to think of what am I gonna do in the morning? What am I gonna eat for breakfast? What time am I gonna work out? And then I can't fall asleep because my brain is just running and running. But if I put everything on a piece of paper and then put it to the side saying, I'll look at that at the morning, you don't need to worry about that tonight. You're not going to do any of that stuff tonight, so look at it tomorrow. It really, really helps me. When I'm done with writing my to-do list and reading, I put it aside and get out of my covers and do a quick little yoga wind down. There are a bunch of yoga wind downs here on YouTube specifically made for better sleep. When I do them, I definitely notice a huge difference. I'm not going to lie, I don't do this every night because sometimes I just don't feel like it and I'm already tired. I'm just you know what, I can just go to bed. But if I'm not tired yet and I still feel like I need to get to sleep, but I just can't, do a yoga wind down. It helps you relax so much and it'll make you so sleepy. Next, I turn on a sleep story and brown noise. I love listening to sleep stories, aka adult bedtime stories. There are a bunch of guided sleep meditations and sleep stories here on YouTube for free. And if you don't like falling asleep to talking and voices, I also use a free app called White Noise. I used to just fall asleep to this, but now I also play the meditations in the background. It is this app, and there are a bunch of different sleep sounds. My camera cut out for a second and it missed what I was saying, but now I'm going to share with you guys the techniques that I do while lying in bed when I'm trying to fall asleep. The first exercise that I love is a body scan. Going through your body and then imagine shutting it off. When you're at your feet, imagine little people inside are like turning off the switches and your feet like go dead. Go up to your ankles and knees and hips and just shutting off your body. There's a bunch of good breathing exercises, but the one that I like is breathing in for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, and then breathing out for 6 seconds. Do that like 10 times, and that should help you feel sleepy and go to sleep. I do this one every night, usually while I'm listening to the sleep stories. It's just counting your breaths. 1 with the rise, 2 with the fall. 1 inhale, 2 exhale, 3, 4, 5, just counting your breaths up to 10. Then when you get to 10, start back from 1. If you have any thoughts and your mind starts to wander about like, hey, what am I gonna eat tomorrow for breakfast? Or if you're worrying about a specific thing or any thought or feeling, if anything comes up, just note it. Don't put any attention to it, just return to counting your breath. That one helps me a lot, and there are so many more, so if you guys want to learn more, do a quick Google search for sleep wind down techniques. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you got some use out of it, and I hope this method helps you fall asleep, because it really does help me. Comment down below if you're going to try this, and if you do, comment how it works for you. Peace. Yeah?